It began like many episodes of Long Lost Family UK, a story of separation, a longing for identity, and the power of DNA to reconnect lost souls. What no one could have predicted was that this heartfelt journey of reunion would take a shocking turn, exposing a decades-old murder buried under years of silence, shame, and secrets. This isn't just a story about finding family. It's a story about what happens when the truth is unearthed, literally. In November 1973, a newborn girl was found wrapped in a faded woolen shawl outside the innie entrance of St. James Hospital in London. There was no note, no identification. The baby had been left sometime after midnight during a cold November rainstorm. Nurses named her Caroline. She was adopted at 5 months old by a loving couple in Kent who told her the truth early. She had been abandoned, but never unwanted in their eyes. Still, Caroline always felt something missing, a sense of origin, a piece of her puzzle never placed. Fast forward to 2023, Caroline, now 51 and recently retired, decided to take a consumer DNA test, hoping for ethnic background information at best. Instead, she got a match. A man named Peter Hollis, located in Manchester, was flagged as a likely sibling. Caroline reached out hesitantly, expecting rejection or indifference, but Peter responded with unexpected warmth and his own story. Peter Hollis had also been adopted, but under darker circumstances. He had been removed from his birth mother's home at the age of 6 after reports of neglect. He had memories, fragmented and hazy, of a woman named Eileen, long brown hair, a scent of lavender, and a house full of shouting. But what haunted him most was her disappearance. She went out one night, Peter said during a recorded interview for the show, and she never came back. No one ever came for me either. After years in care, Peter's life spiraled. He struggled with violence, substance abuse, and had done time for assault. But he'd gotten clean. The potential of a real sibling filled him with hope and fear. ITV producers began documenting the reunion in mid-2024. Caroline and Peter met for the first time on camera, a moving scene filled with tears and fragile embraces. Together, they began digging into their past, trying to find any trace of their mother, Eileen Marston, who had seemingly vanished in 1973 without a trace. No death certificate, no obituary, no police report of her disappearance. She just ceased to exist, Caroline told the camera. But a local historian helping with the research noticed something odd. Eileen's name had appeared on a tenancy record for a council flat in Camden, ending abruptly in April 1973, the same month Peter claimed she went missing. While filming a follow-up segment, Caroline visited Peter's home. While he cooked lunch, she explored his attic for old documents and photos, encouraged by producers hoping for a keepsake moment. Instead, she found a dusty box hidden under insulation. Inside were photos, letters, a child drawing, and a worn leather notebook filled with messy, panicked handwriting. One entry stood out. Caroline gasped. She handed the notebook to the producer, who immediately contacted local authorities. Peter, confronted off camera, denied everything. Then he shut down, refused to film, and wouldn't speak to Caroline again. Forensics teams descended on Sycamore Hill, a remote woodland in North London. After 2 days of excavation near an old sycamore tree, they unearthed skeletal remains in a shallow grave wrapped in plastic sheeting. A locket found with the body contained a faded photo of 2 children, one confirmed to be Peter at age 6. Dental records and DNA analysis confirmed the truth. The remains were Eileen Marston. Peter was arrested and taken in for questioning, but died suddenly of a heart attack 2 days later. He never gave a formal statement. Caroline, devastated, received a package days later. Inside was a handwritten letter. I was 6. I saw him hit her. I saw him bury her. He told me I'd go to hell if I ever told. I was just a kid. I didn't know what to do. The he was never named. Authorities believe Peter witnessed the murder, but wasn't the killer. But who was? No suspects have been publicly identified. The man Caroline and Peter believed to be their biological father died in 1984, leaving no DNA on record. Police continue to explore other leads, but as of 2025, the case remains officially unsolved. ITV chose not to air the episode out of respect for family and ongoing investigation. Caroline withdrew from public view, but later established the Marston Foundation, advocating for adoptees seeking the truth, and for families of unsolved domestic homicides. Sometimes, when we go looking for the people who made us, we find the ones who broke us. And sometimes, buried beneath the roots of a family tree, is a secret no one was ever meant to find.